and welcome to my channel. It's Lovecraft with Cass, and I'm Cass here in Australia on the spookiest of eves. It's All Hallows Eve, aka Halloween. Australians don't really have a cultural tradition when it comes to Halloween. People have adopted the what you see on movies with the little kids trick or treating up and down the street, but it's very sparse. Like, it's not everyone takes their kids trick or treating. It's yeah, very, very minor group that I'm all well where I live. I can't speak for all Australia, as you can imagine. But where I live, oh, sorry, I just realised my microphone is far away. But where I live, yeah, it's just not a big thing. Not a big thing at all. But I was just sat here and I have just finished doing a crochet project, and I will show you actually. Hang on, I got some wool I gotta move. So I crocheted myself oh, that's where I put my crochet hooks. Okay, they're in there. A basket. It was a bit hard to show you. It's just all single crochets. Look at the bottom. I love this yarn. It's from Hobie, Hobbii. And my child Jax gave me these pins, which I put on the front. So I just wanted a scrap basket. And Hobie released this what do you call it? A selection series? I don't know, of yarn, and it was all tea themed, and I just me being me, the compulsive buyer, just bought the whole lot. So I have this huge big bag of huge big wheels of yarn that are all acrylic to use. So yeah, I thought, you would have heard me ramble on before about using up my hand spun. Is I don't need any more blankets or woolies or anything like that. I thought I'll make some baskets. So, and yeah, so I've got that. And because it was as tall as I wanted it to go, I made a little scrap basket. No pattern. I just did a circle and went up. I did double the yarn. And those are the bits left from when I made my sock creature. I do have a video about that if you want to go look at that. I can't show you the sock creature because I gave it to my Jax, my kiddo, and that's in their room with them. So I will make another one soon because they're adorable and I love them. But I'm going back to Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Sorry, just having tea. I've got my giant Canada cup, which I can't show you. Can you see? It's Canada. Got that when I was in Canada earlier this year. What? Sorry, I just completely zoned out because I was enjoying my tea. Okay, so Halloween. Yes, I was sat here and it's like all quiet and it's like, oh, it's just on midnight. There we go. We just clocked over. So we're in the tween hour. Now between 12 and 1 is when the spiritual veil is at its thinnest, according to law. I haven't verified it with sources or anything, but that's, what I've read. But I thought, given that it is the spooky season, well, it's almost over, really. I'm sure Mariah Carey's waiting at the wings to start singing Christmas songs at us. Oh my gosh, not a great fan. That's just overused. Anyway, this is very rambly. Bear with. But I thought, so, like, how, you've been doing stuff, but then you look around and you're like, what have I been doing? Like, I kind of feel like that because I've just really scattered over, like, things and starting things and not finishing things. And I have been doing some pretty solid, deep cleaning of cupboards and culling and, like, cleaning out the kitchen, like scrubbing, and just like the really deep clean that you kind of just do either when you're having people stay with you or events coming up, or in my case it was just long overdue. So I just went, oh, I can't handle this anymore, so I had to just get in and do it. So I think that's where a lot of my time has been going lately. Been doing bits and pieces. I have been doing my Halloween. I did a video at the very beginning of October about getting new stationery for Halloween, and as a treat to myself for surviving. So I have been doing it. I get a bit behind and then I catch up and then I get a bit behind. So I have been doing that, and so these are my pictures. I just give little, whoops, missed one. Oh, that's my haunted forest sprite. Oh, I should go back and do it. So this is spooky intro. So this would be me if I was a hobbit shaman. This is your familiar. So it's a cross between Gandalf and Cthulhu. Witch. Octopus witch, because I love octopus. Haunted. The spooky mushroom house. Forest sprite. Werewolf. Good werewolf is an educated werewolf. Ghoul. Lightning lad. So this is my electric jellyfish. Quite like how that turned out. That was fun. Undead. My zombie mushroom. Dark water. Not sure what this is. It'll just be something you might see in dark water. What I was talking with one of my kiddos about, it's kind of like a mermaid goblin imp thing. I think, I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's just head. That's where it came from. Pumpkin man. I'm not sure if you can discern that. He's actually got like a skeleton out of vines. And I did this all in the like sparkly gel pens because they were just so pretty. Yokai, which is Japanese sprites, and of course there was no imagination in this one. Straight up, this is a copy of a scene from Spirited Away. Oh no, hang on. Howl's Moving Castle? Oh my gosh. Is that? Oh, I've just had a complete blank. My goodness me. I think it's Howl's Moving Castle. Yes. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I've completely blanked on that. And I did it because of me, like, I love them, and they're my favorite, and I just like they're the little soot sprites, and I thought I'd just have to honor that and the Studio Ghibli movies. Chef's kiss. So, but for some reason my brain's blanking out on see the spirit. I don't think it's Spirited Away. I think it is Howl's Moving Castle. But I am doubting myself now. But anyway, that's the yokai. So that's little sprites, and they're just adorable. And you should go watch all of Studio Ghibli movies now. This is Omen. It's got a very, very Eye of Sauron feel to it. This is Lovely Bones. Vampire. Death Bunny. And so what I do is I kind of will sketch a whole bunch out and then get round to doing them in either colour or ink or whatever. So this one's Gnome, so it's a frog gnome. For those who are John Wick fans, apologies, it's not perfect likeness because I'm not comfortable with people's yet. But the prompt was Baba Yaga. If you're a John Wick fan, you will know. You will just know. So yeah, Baba Yaga. And Spellbook, which is kind of giving off some SpongeBob vibes there. Probably look less like SpongeBob once I've coloured it in. But yeah, I had the idea of mixing a mimic and a grimoire. So that's kind of what I came up with. And if you don't know what a mimic is, it's a entity in D&D. If you don't know what D&D is, it's Dungeons and Dragons tabletop role-playing game. And a mimic is something that looks inanimate but actually is a big chompy chomp monster that will eat you. And yes, and his mushroom. So this guy's just singing. I don't know, something's going on in the house. The birds are flapping, the dog's running. Yeah, he's just walking around singing because he's just oblivious to the world. And that's where I'm up to. So yeah, I'm up to prompt 20. So I'll still keep going. I'm not I don't need to hit the deadline kind of thing. But I just, that ended up being a bit of show and tell. Wholly necessary, but you know, there you go. So I thought today I'd go back to my art journal because I know I did the nine-tailed fox, the Guanamo. What is that? How you say it? The nine-tailed fox with you when I first did this. I don't remember if I did the collaging with you. I don't remember. And I just did a collage. But what I thought is I had some ink left over, so I painted some pages, and I thought this would be a good spread for a spooky Halloween-y type thing, art thing. And I'm going to pause because I can hear someone coming. Hang on. Pausing. I'll be back in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Sorry if it was I shouldn't. Sorry. It's blah blah. I shouldn't apologise for that. It was just one of my kiddos coming and talking to me. So, yes, but I'm back. And so I have a nice dark spooky background to do something spooky and Halloweeny, and had an idea of the most terrifying, horrifying. I wonder if my gold pen will work. Can you see that? Oh, yes, you can. All right, here we go. The most terrifying, horrifying thing I can think of. There we go. That is it for my spooky art. There we go. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Yes, it was very rambly and Yeah, Sorry, you know when you just make yourself laugh and everyone's just staring at you and you just can't stop giggling. That's kind of how I feel right now. Yeah, it's been an adult. It's the most terrifying thing I can think of. Uh, I suppose I could do what? Could do some more art. I just can't think of what to do. What what can we what can we do? Yeah, I'm gonna get my let's get a just bear with for a sec. Sorry, I'm just going to get you hear clicking. I'm going to Google to see what I can. I just get my little keyboard. Look, can you see my keyboard? How cute is it? So let's have a look. Halloween art. It's the symbols of Samhain, and I found it by looking at the images section in Google, and there was a page on spells8.com, and there's an owl. I want to draw the owl. Okay, there we go. I'll put my keyboard away. I've got a little drawer under my desk, which I love. So should I do it in pencil first? Why not? Okay. We're going to actually. Do I have an eraser? I don't know if this is gonna. I don't know. I wasn't sure if it would do problems with the ink. So we're going to kind of a squarish-y head sort of thing. And I'm going to come out. I think I came out a bit too far. And then if we have a branch, we can have the branch coming over here. And you can't really see what I'm doing. Just bear with, because it's just in pencil. I will do it in might do it in. So these are my acrylic markers, which I just adore, and that's good. So I'm just doing little strokes. Oops, that was a big one. Dotting and streaks, and just want to kind of get an outline down in a pale colour. That's then can go and do some more colours and things with. And just be able to rub out the pencil. And it's kind of so pale that I can, what's the word? Go over it with something else if I'm not loving it. does take a bit of the ink off actually, but I kind of like what it's doing. It's just kind of, I don't know, kind of like smudging it, but the opposite, because it's, I don't know, distressing it, I probably is what it is. And I'm going to, oh no, I'll use that colour again. Just use it as my outline for all the things. There's the little feetsies. And then we're going to and then there. We're going to carry. Oh, there's an ant on my desk. Excuse me, Mr. Ant. Come here. Come here. All right, go over there. Sit in there. Sit in my little container. I don't want to squish the little ant with my okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, now I know that's like a hot mess. That's okay. This is just fun. This is just enjoying just messing around with art equipment. This is what this is. Okay, I did get some watering paste. I did some painting. And I'm going to get some brushes. Okay. Because I thought it'd be fun to use sparkles. I got this palette of, is it shimmer paints? So, what color do we want to start with? Do we want to make this a realistical-ish with realistic colors, or oh, I'm loving this blue, or we're just going to make it like a magical owl. Let's make it a magical owl. I don't know how well this is going to show up, to be honest, on this. On the ink. Is that not really showing up, is it? It's a shame. Shimmer, 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 shimmer. Aww. Oh, I didn't ask how everyone was going. How's everyone going? Did you do anything for Halloween? Do you celebrate Halloween every year? Like, is that do you have any traditions around that? I'd love to know. Just, just interested in how other people celebrate such things. I mean, we don't, never have, probably never will, but, we should never say never really, but, yeah, like I said, it's not really a thing here in Australia. Well, where I live, it's just really not. So yeah, if you've done something cool for Halloween or even uncool, let me know if you want to. It's not an order, but in the description box. No, not the description box. Only I can put things in the description box. In the comments, if you'd love to leave me, what you do for Halloween, things you might do, and where you are, because I'm really interested in other people, like countries, because I know the US is big on the whole Halloween and trick-or-treating specifically, and I know Canada, I lived in Vancouver for a little while, so I know that Canada does it, but it didn't seem to be like as big or hyped as you kind of see Americans go with it. But I'm not sure. Like, I genuinely just kind of, that's only what I've seen, so that's very limited and subjective kind of thing. And I was in Vancouver, so I don't know if that makes any difference for people in terms of, you know, what was I saying, for people and how, oh yeah, in Vancouver, if that's different, because I know some parts of Canada are quite different culturally, demographically, quite different to others. So yeah, if you're in a different part of Canada and really go all out with Halloween, it'd be great if you could tell me. I'm just curious. I just interested in how other people are doing life, kind of thing. Um. So yes, this very shimmery. Oh, we should put some pink in there. I wonder if I can use the pink to highlight where the wings kind of are. And top of the eyes. Cool. How am I gonna do the eyes? I keep humming a lot. Sorry if that's annoying. That's my thinking sound. What if do this pinky colour? Sorry, I'm wobbling the table. Oh, that's ended up being really huge. Not quite how big I meant to make it, but we're just going with it now. I mean, some owls have incredibly huge eyes anyway, so that's okay. And we're not going for realistic anyway because it's painted with pink and blue and green shimmer. So how's that looking? Very weird. Can't quite get it even. But I'm actually not going to worry too much. I think also it looks a bit uneven because the paper's buckling, because this is just a sketchbook. It's not like watercolor paper specifically. And what I'm going to do, I think I should do gold for the beak. Still had a bit of pink on there. That's okay. And then we're going to do a bit of a curve. Paint that in. Bring it to a point. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Oh, that's actually kind of sort of a bit cute. What I do want to do, and I won't bother washing my brush too much, is I want to go into, I guess, this orange. I'm taking some of that gold with me. And I'm going to do some circles. Where is it? The irises that are black and around. Yes. So what I might do, I'll just pause that paintbrush there. This isn't black, but it's kind of a pewter colour. And if I just do circles like that, and then I'm just going to try and go round just like that. And then you can see I do have a shimmery black. I don't know how effective it's going to be, to be honest. Oop, I didn't rinse my brush out quite as well as I thought I had. That's a bit better. This is the black. So I was just wondering about. Kind of looks like glasses. I don't know if that'll. I don't know if that's going to dry. What's the word I'm looking for? Where it just kind of disappears. I'm going to put some blue on its belly. I like these. I did just buy these from Temu. They were very inexpensive. I just wanted some nice little shimmer. To have on hand because I like shimmer. That's really it. Okay. Just trying to cover up as much of that ink in the actual owl, the black ink. Sorry, I wasn't being very specific. Yep, trying to cover up that black ink as much as possible. Oh, I should paint down here too. Around a bit. I know the water's making the paper buckle. Just being careful with how much I work it on the actual page. Not going very hard because I don't want to rip the paper. But because I'm working on the back of a collage piece is actually really thick, so that's kind of played out well. Complete fluke, of course. Okay. So now I'm just kind of moving the paint around a bit. I've got rid of a lot of the texture. Maybe I don't. Oh no, it's still there. It's still very messy. I'm just trying to even out the look of the texture a bit with not hiding, but covering the black splotches you see. Just so it looks bit more even sort of thing. Donk, 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 donk. Sorry, that's my monitor. Okay. There we go. I know it's very scruffing, very, very messy, and it's completely fine. Colour, I might go this really like obnoxious copper. I'm not really sure what to call it. For his feetsies. There we go. So, going back to when I was talking about, it's the 1st of November now because it's after midnight. And, asking what people, if anyone did anything special or if you have tradition to do over Halloween. Now we're in November and we're leading up to Christmas. Now I'm very aware that there are cultures that don't celebrate Christmas at all, and I hope it's all right to still talk about it. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I'm like really curious, kind of where you're at with like, well, a lot of the Western world is kind of consumed with this holiday. Is there, things that you do instead? I'd love to hear it. Like, genuinely interested in other people and cultures and what happens in other parts of the world. So yeah, feel free to share in the comments what kind of the rest of the year might look like for you. If you do celebrate Christmas, yes, I'm happy to hear about any traditions and stuff like that as well. I'm just going along putting some purple on these branches because I, for some reason, probably wasn't thinking, just painted the branches the exact same color as the feetsies. So, and it was like all same. So we've just added some oh, I love that purple on its own. Look at that. That's actually the color of my car. This purple here. Oh, it looks blue on my monitor. My monitor really doesn't like purple. Everything, all purple things just look blue. But anyway, if you're seeing a really amazing deep metallic purple, that's the color of my car. And oh no, it was the copper one. I wanted to go in. I'll give another. More branches and have the tree up here. So yes, I just wanted to honor, I don't know, the the history of All Hallows Eve or Samhain, Halloween. More honoring the history than just the lollies or candy as my American counterparts would call it. And yeah, not not dissing the whole trick-or-treat thing, but for my art of this just sitting here now in the middle of the night on All Hallows Eve, I just wanted to do something a bit more, you know, leaning towards history and the law kind of thing than like what the culture does now, if that makes sense. So just putting in some little details, not that it really matters, and it is a very scruffy picture. I'm just going to do some dobs. You know how you see some of the chests of owls have different patterns. I'm putting some purple in there. So there we go. That's our very magical owlie. And we're going to do, because I absolutely can, is some swirls. Swirls are awesome. It was nice to just do some mindless art, actually. Hope everyone gets a chance to do mindful or mindless, depending on where your head's at. Art, things start getting super. Obviously I can't speak for everyone, but I just see that everyone gets busier and busier this time of year, and people are just exhausted, and you know, people are trying to prepare for the Christmas holidays, but also trying to, you know, be able to afford to pay bills, and just, you know, so much going on, and people just get very tired. So I do hope that you are absolutely able to make time for yourself and for your craft, whichever that may be. And I'm going to stop there, and thank you for joining me on Halloween, and I hope everyone is well and it's all good. And oh, there you go, it's a bit glary. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. And I have to get my mouse thing. Okay. All right, bye.